The title of the chapter is that all friends have benefits. All, A-double-L, all friends have benefit. If you're in a friendship and you're not having any benefit in that friendship, you are not in a friendship. You're not with a friend. You're calling something that is not a friendship, right? If you're in a place and you're having no benefit in that place, you're not in a family. You're not in your tribe. You are in a strange place. You are not with people that have the same mind, same with you. They are not. You are with people that are not going where you want to go. Right? Any association that is not benefiting you is not home. It's not a team. It's not family. Right? Every team, every association, right association, a family is one that you get benefits from. If you're not getting benefits from it, you are not home. You are in hell. You're not home. You're not in heaven. You're in hell. Right? Don't be deceived when they say, hey, it's not about what you get. Stupid. If you're in a place where you're getting nothing, you are with strangers. You're not with friends. You're not with people that love you. Even Bible says that the body grows by that which each joint supplies. Each joint is supplying. Each joint is supplying. It's not a parasitic relationship, right? Or if you're in a place where all they do is take from you, you're not home. Don't stop. You're not home. Don't stop. You're not home. Don't be at rest. You're not home. You have not found home yet. You keep moving. You have not found home yet. When you're home, you'll be a place that you are not only just being a blessing, you are being blessed. You're not just only being a blessing, you are being blessed, right? Nobody, even God, needs to be blessed. That's why we do worship. That's what we do. We do praise and worship. When we do praise and worship, we're giving back to God. God is not taking when we are giving praise and worship. God needs it. If God himself needs to be praised and worshiped, who are you? We all need something when we're not sufficient in ourselves. That's the essence. We're social beings. Social beings means that we need to give and receive. Give and receive. Give and receive. Interact with other people. It's not about giving alone. It's not about receiving alone. If all you do is receive, that's a problem also. You are not home. If all you do is receive, you are not home. Home is a place where you give and receive. Give and receive. Give and receive. That's when you're in a family, right? Again, we define a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is one in which people come together, not because of what they can get, but because of what they can give, right? Not because of what they can get, but because of what they can give. However, what keeps them in that relationship, what keeps them together is not what they give, it's what they get. What maintains, their commitment in that relationship is not what they give, it's what they get, right? But the reason they come there is not because of what they want to give. Is not because of what they want to receive, it's what they want to give. But what keeps them is what they receive, not what they give. We call it a paradox. And it's true. It's just the way we're created, right? It's the way we're created. Hey, thanks, my brother, Dr. Gabriel. Thanks for coming around. God bless you. So this is so in the first reading here, we talked about friends, all friends are benefit. We looked at that quote by Emily Dickinson. It says, my friends are my estate. We talked about severally. My friends are my estate, right? My friends are my estate. My doctor brother Gabriel here, happy Sunday, my dear brother. I remember the other day my father wasn't feeling too well, right? It was easy for me to call him. It's not the area of my expertise. I'm an engineer. He's a doctor, and I called him on the issue and he counseled me, gave me some direction. You see, he's my estate. When it comes to doctoral issues, I can call on him. Someone needed issues around childbirth, bed, extra intravenous, all of that. He's a resource for me. When it comes to issues around policing, all that, I have a friend who is a commissioner. He's a friend. He's a resource for me. When it comes to farming, I have people I can fall on to. right? The body grows by that which each joint supplies. You are not sufficient of yourself, right? We need each other. We need one another, right? We all have weaknesses and strengths. Our friends become our estate. They become our resource, right? They become our powerhouse. Yeah, correct, my brother. Nobody's an island. We all need one another. True story, my brother. We all need one another. We become better together. We become better together. We can help one another. We can grow one another. You know, and that's what we looked at there. Aristotle says, without my friends, no, without friends, no one would choose to live. Friends add the seasoning to life. They make life pleasurable. They make life enjoyable. Yesterday we went to my primary school association, went to see one of our sisters, who lost a mother. We had a great time together, yesterday, spending time with the family. As much as we went to bless and commiserate with them, it was a thing of joy that we were able to do that. We had good time of communion, good time of fellowship with one another, encouraging one another, brightening one another's countenance. And that's what the Bible says. Ecclesiastes says that two is better than one. Two is better than one, because when one falls, the other one will lift him up. We're not always going to be strong, right? We're not always going to be strong. That's why that song says, lean on me, lean on me. When you're not strong, lean on me. Because when you're not strong, I might be strong. I might have that shoulder you can lean on. One day I am going to be weak myself, and I'm going to be needing a shoulder to lean on. But you see, when I provide you a shoulder to lean on today, I have sold into your life. I have deposited into your bank account. So it's easy for me to seemingly expect it tomorrow. Why? Because I deposited that in your life. I deposited that in your bank account. Like I've shared previously, don't ever make a withdrawal more than you have deposited. The way to stir up life, the way to create life, the way to enter into the richness, the beauty of life is by giving. When you give, you as it were, prepare your tomorrow. Right, you are sowing for a harvest that you will need tomorrow. You don't know when you will need it. You don't know how you will need it. That's why the Bible says, cast your bread upon many waters. You don't know which one will come back to you. Right, you don't know which one will come back to you. But your life, if you want to be rich, if you want to be wealthy, if you want to enter into a wealthy place, a large place for you, you should be sowing conscious, giving conscious. Right, because when you do that, you never know which one will come back. Right, I have someone here helping with my greenhouses as I build my greenhouses and expand my farm. Right, it was someone that came to do internship at some point in time at my company. I don't even remember when he did, but he does, because I have to deal with so many interns. I don't remember them individually, right? But when they're there, I'm not nice to them because of what I can get from them. I'm nice to them just because they're human, right? I don't necessarily know where they come from. I'm not nice to them because of what I want to get from them. But you see, I sold, and today he's here helping me with whatsoever is at the back of his mind. The person is saw when he was in need, and we can do that in different areas of our life. Just sow into those lives, right? And tomorrow you don't know where you're going to get or need that from. So we looked at that, looked at the fact that we can classify the people we relate with into three three partitions, right? Just like looking at also the temple, right? They are that those that belong to the outer court, right? Those are people, everybody is in the outer court, right? I meet people on the road. I don't have to know you to greet you. Not everybody will respond back. I do a lot of exercise here in my estate, and I kind of feel duty bound as a human being. If I see you, I say good morning. Not everybody necessarily responds back, but I respect you just because you're human, right? But that is people in the outer court. You just call those casual. It's a casual relationship, as it were. But there are people then that you have some level of relationship with, and that will be what you might call the inner court. relationship, right? For some way or the other, you have somebody that brings you together. It might be you walk in the same place, you go to the same church, you went to the same school, or you're going to the same school. Whatever it is brings you together. It's what you call companionship, right? You have a bit of intimacy, but not real intimacy. Just something brings you together. For some people, not everybody that's at work, I don't know their family. I don't necessarily know their house. I just know them at work, but they're not, some people at work have gone beyond just that. There are people I know their family, I know their wife, I know their children, we relate beyond just the thing that brings us together, so it separates between people you might call intimates and just ordinary companionship. So people in our life fall into these different um, segments, because not everybody in your life can be casual. That means you have a problem. If you don't have anybody that's a companion, you are that so good that you don't have anybody you can talk to, you can relate with, you have problem. Not the people have problem. You are the one that has problem. There must be someone that's one thing or the other brings you together. There must be intimates in your life. They don't have to be many, but there must be someone there. There must be someone that knows you. You are not that good that all the secret in your life, nobody at all knows. You are the one that has problem if you are like that, not the people, right? There must be someone, at least your wife. If nothing else, your wife. But if you are someone that has nobody as intimate, you are a candidate for depression. You are in a state called pre-depression. All it takes is one small thing and you'll be in depression, right? We need people in our life. We need people in our life. There's something they bring to our life that we cannot give to ourselves. Now, the number varies by people, not necessarily gender, right? Depending on where you fall on the introspect on the introvertic, extrovertic spectrum. You might need many, you might need few, right? If you're an extrovert, you probably need a whole lot of people. If you're an introvert, you don't need that many, right? So it's not a number, but you need some, irrespective of where you fall on the introversion spectrum, right? We cannot live life on our own, right? So we looked at that in the first reading, and we talked about what I just said up here right now, that the quantum of friendship, that we need, it varies based on where we fall on the introversion spectrum, right? The quantum is not the same, but we all sure need it, right? So